Traveling the world fucking sucks. So, traveling the world looks amazing on the surface, and trust me, I know how privileged I am and lucky I am to even have this opportunity. But human nature, all I'm craving now is a home and routine and stability and grounding. And it's crazy because it's just exposing how human nature is, which is we always want what we don't have. The grass is always greener on the other side. And I'm realizing that when I was living in Miami, I had a beautiful apartment, living in downtown, had everything I could ever want. And all I wanted at that time was I wanted to travel. I was so tired of a routine. I started following all these YouTubers that were traveling, these vloggers, travel influencers on Instagram and TikTok. And I was just like, damn, I this is all I want to do. I wish I could go and travel and see the world and try this street food and go to this beach and do that. And telling you right now, that was my biggest dream of 2024. I finally made it happen. I did 14 countries in 9 months. We stayed at many cities. We did over 50 cities. I'm in Bangkok, Thailand as we speak. It was amazing. Like, what an incredible experience. But now it's like I can't help it as we kind of conclude the last part of this travel in Asia. It's like nonstop, all I think about and all I'm wishing for is just having a home. And it shows you that it's something that's inside of all of us, inside of human nature, that we can't help it. We just always crave what we don't have. And the other side of that is, as amazing as my personal life was, the traveling was, there was something that was extremely challenging, which is business. And let me be real with you. Working for yourself is far from glamorous. Honestly, it just fucking sucks. Like, it's not just the risk aspect, it's the constant bullshit stress situations and things that I wouldn't even wish on my worst enemy. Just in the last 6 months, I've been screwed over by contractors. I dealt with the finance company and a contractor filing for bankruptcy. I had another contractor vanish with over $20,000 of mine. And then that puts me in situations, and this is for work that's already been completed. People have driven, met with these clients, customers. The work has been initiated, time has been put in. And now you're in a situation where you're not able to pay employees, you can't pay sales reps. They don't care because they've done the work and you're the leader. And now here I am having to deal with this situation with a 12-hour time zone difference. And I have no choice. I have to confront it and I have to handle it. And this is all while trying to be present and enjoy the current environment that I'm in. So, and another massive milestone that I hit is I got served my first lawsuit. So that's a term that they use in business when you get served. It just means that someone's decided to sue you. So through it all, I've just had to learn to brush it off and get back up and keep moving like nothing has ever happened. And the truth is, it's because there is no other option. The other thing that nobody would ever tell you is that your intentions don't matter in business. And this is something nobody ever told me because I have so many amazing personal relationships, but your intentions just don't matter in business. It's only the outcomes. It's not about, I didn't mean to do this or this wasn't supposed to happen. Nobody cares in business. And it's not as merciful as your friends or family are going to be if you screw up or if you fuck up or if you make a mistake. Nobody cares about the purity of your thoughts. So every single time that I get beat down this way, I find a force inside of myself that, to be honest with you, I didn't know existed. It's kind of like a do or die feeling. And it's moments of struggle that have led me to bigger opportunities, deeper connections, a more meaningful story, and more trust with the people that I work with that I think long term I have probably closer relationships with and that are meant to probably stay in my life professionally. So they've made me also fight harder for my clients. And thank God for the mentors that told me the hard truth, which is it only gets harder. I absolutely 100% now know that that's a reality. Biggie said it best, more money, more problems. And it's very, very real. And I've hit depression twice in my life. And one of the times was very early on in this business. I think we're approaching now 4 years in business and getting ahead of myself. And every year it's been a new series of challenges. Every single year it's new roadblocks, new things I have to deal with. I have to become a different person every year to be able to have the capacity to deal with the problems and figure out a solution. So that leads me to my next point, which is this path is lonely as hell. Most of my friends and family cannot even relate to what I'm dealing with. They don't see the doubts that I wrestle with daily, the mental battles that I have to fight. Thank God for my amazing wife, because she quite literally is my best friend and I share everything with her. And she gives me a lot of the support that I need. But damn, outside of that, like it's very, very lonely. I don't even know what my mental situation would be if I didn't have my wife at the very least. So, you know, all these things that are beyond the surface, I don't know if I would have started a business if I knew all the things that I know now. If I knew the shit that I would have to eat, what I have to deal with, the uncertainty at many times, your reputation constantly being at risk, it just really makes you think like, what the so this is one of the reasons, because I don't have somebody to speak to about these things, is why I started Fail Up. To be real about the struggle, to show you that failure is a stepping stone, and to remind you that every setback can turn into something greater if you choose to keep fighting. Just don't give up. Don't be fooled by the posts or the highlight reels and everything that I'm showing you. I'm telling you right now that the struggle is constant. If you can't see it in my face, my eyes, I'm telling you the doubt is constant. And sometimes I don't even know how to be present. I can be in the most beautiful, serene environment and setting, and still I'm going through hell in my head because of all the chaos and everything going on in my phone. So it's hard to be present, and my mind is taking me to hell. But as much as all those things are constant, so is growth. And I'm telling you, Fail Up is real. And I'm telling you from my experience, it's fucking worth it. So if you told me 5 years ago that I'd be traveling the world with my wife, I would have been speechless. It felt like a far off dream. It wasn't even something I could comprehend at the time, because I was dealing with the problems that were right in front of me. And I thought, wow, how amazing would it be to travel the world and have a life partner? I wasn't even dating the person I'm married to now. This seemed really far fetched at the time. And I'm living that very dream right now, something that felt so far off. And now that I'm living this dream, I have even bigger dreams that feel just as far away. So, with all of this, I still feel lost. And I think I always will up until the end. And when I say end, I mean death. Life isn't about reaching one final destination. And I think we stop somewhere for a little while, but it's just that, it's a stop. It's not the end. And life is a journey of phases and seasons. And, I've learned this year, and I've learned to really reflect and understand this amidst all this chaos and beauty simultaneously, is we master one thing only to realize that there's something else we need to learn. So as we chase our dreams, our goals, love, or legacy, we discover our weaknesses and things we didn't even know that we struggled with. It's a never-ending cycle. So the best analogy that I have for this is, think of it like driving a car. The ultimate destination is the end of our lives, but along the way we make stops. So at those stops, we meet new people, we might say goodbye to others, and that's how life works. One day we're going to say our final goodbye to our parents, and one day our kids will say goodbye to us. As we keep driving, we notice blind spots, things we can't clearly see about ourselves. When we uncover those blind spots, new ones appear. It's just like driving. To keep moving forward safely, we need to get better at noticing those blind spots quickly. If we ignore them or pretend they aren't there, they can take over, and if they're too big, we might crash long before we're meant to reach the end. So the goal isn't to avoid blind spots, they're always there, but to recognize them, learn from them, and keep going. That's how we make the journey as beautiful and as smooth as possible. Appreciate you guys, and I'm so excited to see where Fail Up goes in 2025. Happy New Year to everybody. Thank you guys for tuning in and listening in. It's mind blowing to me that I have so much to share, but I do. And I'm just really trying to share it with the younger version of myself. And I hope if one person gets value from this, that it's more than worth it. Thank you guys, and Happy New Year.